Why would anyone season enameled cast iron? That doesn't make any sense, right? It's the raw iron you're supposed to season. The enameled stuff's fine. There's one exception. Let me show you what's going on. So with our enameled cast iron griddle, we used a matte black enamel. And we did this for a couple technical reasons. It's a giant piece, and there's going to be variation of temperature across this thing as you use it over 2 burners. And because of that, we couldn't put a glazed coat of enamel on the top due to fear of that glazing cracking across that variation of temperature. So what we did instead was we used a single coat matte enamel that is perfect for protecting the piece against rust and really kind of sealing everything in and giving it a great base starting coat. Our other enameled pieces have 3 coats. Those second and third layers, they go on and they smooth everything out so that it's super smooth and non-porous. The matte enamel is not like that at all. So what that means is you can actually season this enamel. Out of the box, this surface is going to look pretty uniformly gray or black. And when you first cook on it, what you're going to see is it's going to look like it's staining. And that is kind of the start of building up the seasoning. So when I first tested out this product, to be honest, I was very disappointed because it did not perform like I thought it would. Now, this is actually a piece where it performs much better with use as seasoning builds up. So here I can show you these 2 griddles. One of them is, this is kind of how it looks new out of the box. The other one, this is the one I've been using for years. One of them looks a little more clean, consistent. There's a few stains on here from use in the past. The seasoned griddle, however, has lots of built up, baked on oil over the years of use. And that surface, it may not look pretty, but it is fantastic for cooking on. It's super non-stick. It's really easy to clean up. You know, having gone through this process, I would recommend out of the box actually deliberately seasoning this piece. This is what I would do. You can give it a quick wash, rinse, put it on the stove, 2 burners. This will work with induction. It will work with electric glass tops. Gas works the best. It's going to be a little bit easier to heat. Throw it on there, crank those burners up, get that thing nice and hot. It's going to take a couple minutes. Once it's very hot, you can turn the burners back down a bit. From there, I would go through a process of putting oil on, basically just dumping it on the top of the griddle surface, moving it around with a spatula and or paper towels kind of as needed. So you don't have too much oil on the top, but let it soak in. It will soak in a little bit, not a ton. The griddle stays so hot that you will find that it is sufficient to generally season this thing on the stovetop. Generally don't need to go to the oven to season it. I haven't ever found a need to deliberately season the grill side. That will just kind of season itself through use. I know it seems odd to season enameled iron, but this is one case where it makes a ton of sense and will improve your results when using this griddle. So don't be afraid, crank up the heat, bake on some oil, and this thing's gonna work great for you.